On this installment of Resilience Toolbox, we're speaking with Chief Jason Corthell. He's the Director of Ironclad Wellness and Division Chief of Training, Harris County, Texas, Emergency Services District 13. Jason and Dr. Liz Fletcher have created SOPs, SOGs, and other documentation to facilitate a groundbreaking emotional wellness program for optimal mental health. Please tell us a little bit about the mental wellness program you created for your agency. What was the purpose and vision behind it?
What I found out in my own experiences going through my own struggle is the complication behind seeking help and finding resources was overwhelming, and it kept me from doing so. And so not only did we want to make it uncomplicated for the firefighter, we wanted to make it able to be duplicated and then share that with other departments.
How did you come to create these documents? They include procedures and guidelines. What was the reason that they're necessary?
We wanted to take this serious. We wanted to make sure that the players in the game, for lack of better terms, were all taking it serious as well. That's from chaplaincy to our peer support group members to our licensed counselors. Mm-hmm. And so they line out expectations, they line out financial needs and financial wants.
I know part of your documentation includes an alliance with a group of mental health clinicians. Can you talk about exactly what the documents cover and what mental health conditions they address?
Yeah, so our MOU with our licensed clinicians covers a myriad of things. It covers counseling appointments for the firefighter, counseling appointments for the firefighter's family, play therapy. It also goes into our quarterly training program, which is a mandatory program for all members on shift for 3 shifts. And then it covers any financials that come with that, which isn't astronomical. It's actually very manageable. Mm-hmm. And then the final thing it covers is the embedment phase of our counselors.
So in this day and age with virtual and people still doing in person, how is the support and help delivered to your members?
Yeah, so we've been a big proponent of in-person support, and there is option for virtual if the firefighter requests that. Being in the station with the firefighters and these counselors coming in, a lot of times what we see is, the firefighter didn't want to go out of his or her way, didn't want to make a lot of fuss with their schedule, didn't want to miss out on work, and so they took advantage of the counselor going to them and seeing them. And then obviously we have a virtual element that's able to be activated as well if that's what they perceive they need.
If I'm a department chief interested in starting a similar program, what do I need to know before I jump in and get it going?
First, I'd like to say that it costs a lot more to lose a firefighter than it does to provide these services for a firefighter. To really think about the benefits that this can have on a department, I would say a good percentage, an astronomical percentage, is at-home issues. And so if we can get these firefighters help that they need to solve the at-home issues so they're not bringing work to home and home to work in a negative way, I think that this is 100% worth the investment. And I think my fire chief would agree that at first when this program launched, he was skeptical at best, and he has turned around 180 degrees and really bought into this thing and is super excited about it. It makes me happy.
Where can people find the resources that you and your team have created, and can they be adapted for other departments' use?
If they would like to reach out to me, I really do like to explain the documents to these folks so they don't get lost in some of the translation. And my email address is jason@ironcladwellness.com. They can always reach out to me there. I'd love to have a phone conversation or Zoom meeting or in person, whatever their format needs. There are a lot of documents, and if I just dump them on your plate or I put them on a website and you just print them off, they'll probably sit on the desk for a little bit.
Any tips or insights you've picked up since you started the program?
And I'll break it down to 2 main ones that really helped me is obviously don't go at it alone. I think having Dr. Fletcher with me through this process and even now really brings a sense of peace and solace to the process, where I'm your typical firefighter where I just want to get this thing done, solve the problem, and go back home. Dr. Fletcher is complete opposite of that. She really wants to sit down, take her time, and that leads me into the other tip, which is measure twice and cut once. As cliche as it sounds, back when we started this initiative in 2016, when we thought this program up, I was thinking, man, we're going to get this thing done in 3 months. We're going to roll out a program. It's going to solve the world's problems, and we'll be done. It took us almost 5 years to roll out a successful program.
Thank you for sharing these critically important tools with us today in Resilience Toolbox.
Thank you.